Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the Element Case Ronin AU case for the iPhone 5 and 5S. This case comes courtesy of CaseMotions.com, who is an official authorized distributor of Element Case products here in the US, and it sells for $189.95. So, the gold iPhone 5S was the hot version of the 5S to have this fall, and several case companies have took that as an opportunity to create all new versions of their cases in gold. Element Case is no exception. They have released several of their more popular cases in an all-new gold collection, and today we're going to take a look at the big daddy of them all, the Ronin. So let me open up the box and show you what comes included. I actually already have the case installed just for the sake of time. You do get this pouch, which I'll show you in a moment. You get an installation tool and 2 extra screws, because you will need this to take the case off and put it on. You'll get a suede back plate. I already have that installed. We're going to go over that in a second. You're going to get a couple stickers. There's 2 of them in here. This long one and then a smaller one right here. You'll get 2 sets of rash guards, a black version and a silver version, an alcohol prep pad, and instructions. These are optional and essentially are skins. They are skins that cover the sides of the phone so that when you put the case on over it, you reduce any chance of scratching your phone, which really isn't an issue anyway. I don't even bother with these, to be perfectly honest. Finally, you get a screen protector for the front of your phone, a microfiber cloth, and an installation card, as well as some instructions for installing the case. There is one last item in here. Boy, you get a lot of stuff, right? And that is a back plate tack sheet. And that is for the micro suede back. If you choose to take it off at any time, it has this reusable adhesive, so you can place it on this, save it in the box, and when you want to go to use it again, peel it off, put it back on. The adhesive will work just fine. So all that comes included with the case. And finally, after we have looked at all that, let's look at the case itself. And here it is in all its glory. Guys, this is one of the most beautiful looking cases I have ever had a chance to use. Kind of spoiler alert there. This is as much art as it is a iPhone case. It's simply gorgeous. So let's start off with the top, the caps, the top and bottom. These are CNC machined aluminum pieces that are gold anodized and then hand polished. They match up with the gold or the champagne color of the iPhone 5S perfectly, as you can see. They look just absolutely beautiful. The top one does have a sleep awake button that's built in that gives great tactile feedback when you press on it. On the sides, you have this wood grain. Now, this is, I'm going to hopefully pronounce it correctly. I'm going to go with Bocote wood. It's B-O-C-O-T-E. And you can just see the beautiful grain to this wood is absolutely gorgeous. It's going to kind of ensure that no 2 cases look identical, because natural wood is going to have its own look every time you put it on. So it's amazingly beautiful. It feels very lightweight once it's installed. And then it has these matching buttons for the volume up and down, and then another switch there for the vibrate. And these all work just fine, again, giving great tactile feedback when you press on them. There are 4 screws, 1 at each corner, that put the case all together. So to install it, essentially you remove the 4 screws, and then the 2 end caps come apart and release the 2 sides. You kind of put it all back together like a puzzle, screw the 4 screws back in, and you're ready to go. Installation, honestly, is not difficult with these. It takes maybe 5 minutes. Once you get all the frame together, you can proceed to place the back plate on like I have here. This is a gold matched micro suede back plate. Again, it uses a light adhesive, kind of like the 3M adhesive, so you can place it on, put it off as many times as you want without leaving any sort of residue on the back of your phone at all. So let's talk about some of the ports and controls. You actually get a little bit of lay on the table protection with this case. Normally Element cases don't, but this wood lip comes up just above the glass of the iPhone 5 or 5S. On the bottom, you can see all the cutouts there. There are 3 of them. There's one for the lightning port, another for the headset jack and mic, and a third for the speaker. And we already covered the buttons here, as I mentioned. On the back, obviously, you will have a cutout for the camera, rear facing, and the secondary mic and the LED flash as well. You do have a small E, the Element logo there, which is branded, embossed, if you will. I know it's kind of hard to see under the bright lights, but it's very subtle. And the backplate, of course, is completely optional. You don't have to use that. You could use a different one if you should so desire. I have a couple wood backplates that I also was sent from CaseMotions.com, so I'm excited to team those up with this to see how kind of the all wood case looks. So I'll just touch on the price. Obviously, I'm going to get comments that this is super expensive, and yes, it is, but I've said it once, I'll say it again. The best things in life cost more, and it's just the way it is. You shouldn't expect to pay minimum prices for something that was made with a person's hands. Again, I mentioned this case is as much a work of art as it is an iPhone case, and that's why you're paying for it. It's comprised of top-notch components. Again, the design element, the quality and craftsmanship is second to none. So the Element Case Ronin AU is currently available through CaseMotions.com. The Element site is actually sold out of these, but you can still get them through CaseMotions.com. If you have a gold iPhone and you want a case that matches it, this is one certainly worth checking out. I'm going to have a look at the rest of the gold cases that are a part of the gold Element line soon as well, so be sure to check back for those real soon. So that's been my brief look at the Element Case Ronin AU case for the iPhone 5 and 5S. You can learn more about this case via the link that I'll have in the video description. I'll also have a link there to my full review of this over on runaroundtech.com. Should you have any questions about this product or anything else, definitely feel free to drop me a line down below. Otherwise, have a great day.